Hello everyone, I welcome you to today's video. I am Akuma and I am going to introduce myself to you in a more detailed way. It took a long while of me to decide whether or not I should do this video, if I want to share who I am, but in the end I decided to do so. I'm not going to share anything I don't feel comfortable with. It is important for me to respect my boundaries. I am very cautious of what information I share and what I keep to myself. I hope that you will be able to learn more about me as an author, as a person. My name is Akuma. It is a Japanese name. I am Japanese and I am male. My age. Let's just say I'm older than 30. I'm gay. Excuse me. So my sexuality is I am gay, and my relationship to Lexi has been a constant up and down. I used to be very reserved. I used to be another author. I was part of AM. AM was our gatekeeper. His name was A for Akuma, and the M stood for master. It may sound a bit weird, but he had the control of our system. He controlled who was where, who knew who. He just had a lot of control of our altars. But over time, he started to split due to the wish to protect our system in a better way. The way he was protecting our system was not working anymore. It hurt and was more harmful than it was helpful. So in the end, he split into me, Akuma, and into Zeldius, who is my brother, who I still have a strong connection with, and he holds the part that is very angry, that is very hurt, that is very protective in ways that can be harmful for us. I, on the other hand, am very protective too. I took over the role of being a gatekeeper, which can be very exhausting. What do I look like? I am not too tall. I'm around 170. I got grey hair, got longer grey hair. I have grey eyes, light grey eyes. I love wearing grey. I don't like wearing colors. That's a different question. I have a more triangle shaped face. I'm more on the skinny side of the human body. My role is, as I mentioned, being a gatekeeper. The role of a gatekeeper is way too complicated to just explain in a few sentences. But overall, I have most control of where ABOUTus have access to in our inner world, who has access to specific parts of memory, which ABOUTus know each other, which ABOUTus can access certain parts in our inner world. So it's a very big role. It does come with a lot of responsibility, and that can be very tiring. But it's important, and I do take this role with pride and responsibility. Take it very seriously. My relationship to other ABOUTus, I know all of them. My strongest relationship is with the Jake, who is my husband. And no, we don't go on dates alone in this body. That does not make any sense. How do I go on a date with myself? I'm not going on a date with myself. I go on a date with my husband, who is another ABOUTu, who is another person. And we can go on a date in the inner world whenever we want to, whenever I have time for that. The body does not have to go on a date with anyone. I don't have to be in the body to go on a date with Jake. That does not make sense. It is a question I get asked. Don't think that my response is rude. I just don't understand the question. So he's my husband. We've been married since we've been created. We've always been in a relationship together, even when I was AM that time. Even then he took great care of me. He was the only ABOUTu that had access to the place AM was at. The only ABOUTu that talked well over me, because he knew what my role included, what I have to sacrifice to fulfill this role, and he knows how important it is. The other relationship that is very strong is the one between me and Zeldius. Do I like the external world? I am very cautious due to things I have experienced. I like and prefer to be in the inner world. Being in the external world is extremely exhausting, and I can't just pass out of tiredness everywhere. I can't really fulfill my job and the responsibilities I have when I'm in the external world. I think the external world can be a very cruel place, and I personally haven't made many good experiences out here, so no, I don't like the external world. Where do I live in the inner world, and how does it look? I live with Jake in the main house. I usually am in our room, which is next to Jake's kitchen, which is full of cushions and blankets and pillows, because I tend to pass out of tiredness and fall asleep or just lay on the floor without being able to sleep, but just not being able to move. I do travel around to the place Zeldius is at, because he sometimes has to be put in this place. My favorite food and drink. I love Asian food. I love it so much. I don't like vegetables. And Jake always says I'm not eating enough, and he always forces me to eat vegetables. My favorite drink is... I like water. I prefer water. My favorite colors are gray tones. I don't like color in general. My favorite clothing right now is this cardigan. It is a very pretty one, and Jake and Lexi bought it just for me. So it's a very special thing for me to have. It makes me feel very comfortable. It is very soft and it keeps me warm. My favorite animal, I like cats. They make me calm down. They make me give great emotional company. My hobbies. I don't really have hobbies. I am way too into working. My favorite game is... also, I don't really play games due to work. I don't really read or watch movies. My favorite season is winter. I love when snow is coating the whole world, makes everything white, the sky's grey, and everything seems so peaceful and quiet and soft. What's my theme song? My theme song. There are a few songs I really enjoy. I love 21 Guns. I love Bad Boy and Supergirl. These are songs that I really enjoy. Lastly, do I like pizza? No, I prefer ramen or rice. Any rice dish. I prefer that, definitely. But these are all questions that are answered. It didn't take as long as I expected it to. So I still hope that it was somewhat informational. I hope that you were able to learn something. I hope that you were able to understand me a tiny bit better. And remember that you are loved. Remember that you are always welcome here. Spread love and positivity. Remember that you are not alone, that you are loved, and you are not just what other people tell you you are. You are important, you are valid. Goodbye. I wish you good evening, good day, good morning, good night.